With an Octa-Core CPU, a glass body design and a Full HD screen, the Micromax Canvas Knight seems to be an impressive phone on paper. But is this latest offering from Micromax worth buying? Let's find out. What's going on guys, it's Gizmodict here and this is the full review of the Micromax Canvas Knight. On holding the Canvas Knight for the first time, you will feel a drastic improvement in terms of build quality compared to the previous generation Micromax phones. The Canvas Knight features a full glass body on the front as well as on the back with metal on the sides. This design language is very similar to the Xperia Z series and is a big step up from Micromax. However, the body of the Canvas Knight is actually very reflective and it is a big fingerprint magnet. But Micromax does include a snap-on case inside the Canvas Knight box, which is actually nice. The power and the volume buttons are placed on the right hand side of the device. I personally did not like the design of these buttons because it is difficult to distinguish the power button from the volume rockers, and at times I did press the wrong button. This is something which you will need to get used to while using the Canvas Knight. There are two SIM card slots which support micro SIM and they lie on the opposite sides of the phone. On the front we have 3 capacitive touch buttons at the bottom of the device along with a tiny LED notification light on the top. Weighing at about 158 grams, the Canvas Knight does have a heft to it, but overall it feels very premium and substantial in the hand. And I must say that this time Micromax has nailed it in terms of build quality. Inside this glass and metal body, the Canvas Knight houses a 2 GHz Octa-Core MediaTek MT6592T chipset along with Mali 450MP4 GPU and 2 GB of RAM. With such high specs, the Canvas Knight is a great performer, and it can even handle demanding games without any problems. The benchmark scores were really good and I tested the phone with various high-end games. On high settings, all the games played fairly well with minor hiccups sometimes in some games. Since the screen is Full HD, games look very nice and overall gaming is not an issue on the Canvas Knight. I however did get some sort of lag or stuttering while browsing heavy web pages on the Canvas Knight. Since we are talking about the performance here, one thing which I would like to mention is that the Canvas Knight gets really hot after you play games or do some benchmarking. Within 15 to 20 minutes of gaming, you can feel the heat on the back of the phone around the camera region. During my testing, it heated up a lot, especially when I took the phone out during the daytime with full brightness for some outdoor camera shooting. The front, the sides and the back of the phone heated up a lot, and this is an issue which should be sorted out because it is kind of a real deal breaker, at least for me. Coming to the display, the Canvas Knight sports a Full HD IPS screen with a resolution of 1080 by 1920. The display is very sharp and the text looks great on it. The screen is an AMOLED panel and hence it does suffer from visibility problems in direct sunlight even at full brightness. Moreover, I actually found the screen on the Canvas Knight to be more reflective compared to other smartphones. The black levels were not as deep as you can get from the Samsung AMOLED panels, but the color reproduction is good and the viewing angles are decent. For the price, I would say that it is a pretty good panel and watching movies and playing games on it is a good experience. On the back of the Canvas Knight is a 16 megapixel shooter with Full HD video and EIS. The camera app is pretty standard and offers a few features and modes. HDR is available, which is nice, and you can touch and hold the camera button to take burst shots. The focusing can take bit of a time sometimes, but it shoots pictures almost instantly. The pictures are decent in daylight and the night mode of the camera does help in low light. You can record Full HD videos, but I was not quite impressed with the quality. The Canvas Knight records in 3GP format rather than MP4. The colors in the video were too oversaturated and you can actually hear the focusing sounds in the video when the camera autofocuses. I also found the camera hunting for focus again and again many a times while shooting a video, especially in indoor conditions. There is not much to talk about the software as the Canvas Knight ships with an almost stock version of Android with a few Micromax apps. One thing which is disappointing about the software is that the Canvas Knight ships with Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean instead of KitKat. There are no reports as of now about the KitKat update, which is actually bad since the Canvas Knight is the flagship phone from Micromax. But there are a few Micromax features like smart gestures and pop-up video player added to the Canvas Knight. Since it is pretty much a vanilla version of Android, there are no lags and browsing to the phone is slick and fast. Battery life on the Canvas Knight is not so appealing as the phone's design. The 2350 mAh unit will last for a day only on low use. On medium use, you might need to charge the phone at the end of the day. But if you use the phone heavily like playing a few games, watching a serial or a movie, then you will definitely need to charge your phone at least 2 times in a day. The battery drips down very fast, especially while gaming, and this might be because of the overheating of the phone. The dual SIMs worked without any issue and the network reception was good on the phone. Call quality was decent and I did not have any dropped calls. One interesting thing about the Canvas Knight is that it supports wireless display, which is probably the Miracast technology, because I could easily mirror the screen of the Canvas Knight onto my Samsung Smart TV over Wi-Fi. So overall the Canvas Knight is a decent phone. There are some very good high points about the phone as well as some very bad low points. But Micromax this time deserves the credit for this phone because it is a huge step up in the Canvas series. If you can sacrifice the battery life, the software version as well as the overheating problems for some better performance, screen quality and maybe the camera, then you should definitely go ahead with the Canvas Knight. I hope this review has covered all the aspects of the phone, but in case you want to know anything more about it, do let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, feel free to hit the like button and you can also subscribe to my channel by hitting the subscribe button for more such amazing content. Thank you for watching and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.